Eala stuns Jasmine Paolini in Dubai Duty-Free Tennis Championships. Eala delivered a ruthless masterclass to stun number 6 Jasmine Paolini 6-1, 7-6, 7-5 at the WTA Tour Dubai Duty-Free Tennis Championships on Tuesday, adding another big name to her growing list of impressive victories. Paolini, the French Open and Wimbledon runner-up in 2024, is the third top 10 player beaten by Eala, joining Iga Swiatek and Madison Keys, both of whom the 20-year-old Filipina stunned during her breakthrough run at the Miami Open last year. The players held serve through the opening 3 games before Eala broke in the 4th. The Filipina didn't look back, reeling off the remaining games of the set, including another break in the 6th. Her improved serve, a key weapon, set up her aggressive baseline play and kept Paolini on the defensive. The numbers told the story of her dominance, as Eala won 86% of her first serve points and finished with a 7-2 edge in winners. Paolini won the first game of the second set before Eala also held serve, then broke once more in the third game of what would become a seesawing bracket. The Italian, the 2024 champion in Dubai, fought back and claimed her first break of the match to square the second set at 3-3. Eala broke back immediately, then held serve in the 8th game to take a 5-3 advantage. Paolini held serve, then broke Eala as the Filipina served for the match, saving 3 match points in doing so. The Italian capitalized on the mounting pressure on Eala to lead 6-5 edge, but the Filipina stayed composed in the 12th game, holding serve to force a tiebreak. The players traded mini-breaks to 4-4 before Eala tightened her first serve and dictated the longer rallies. The Filipina won the key exchanges down the stretch to close out the match and complete the straight sets victory. Eala next plays world number 32 Sorana Cîrstea of Romania in the round of 16. Dubai Duty-Free Tennis Championships, when Eala stunned Jasmine Paolini. The desert air in Dubai shimmered beneath the stadium lights, thick with expectation and the faint scent of ambition. The courts at the Dubai Duty-Free Tennis Championships have long been a proving ground for champions, a place where the world's finest rackets carve history into blue acrylic. On this particular evening, however, history did not arrive in the form most had predicted. It arrived in the fearless swing of a young Filipina named Eala. Across the net stood Jasmine Paolini, compact, explosive, and battle-hardened, a player who had scaled the heights of the tour with grit and relentless court coverage. The odds, the rankings, and the murmurs in the stands leaned in Paolini's favor. Experience is often the currency that buys composure under the harsh spotlight of elite tournaments. Eala, though brimming with promise, was still introducing herself to the upper tiers of professional tennis. But sport, like life, rarely reads from a script. The weight of expectation. Dubai's tournament has always glittered. Champions have risen here with the skyline of the UAE as their backdrop, modern towers standing like silent witnesses to human drama. It is a stage that magnifies every tremor of doubt and every flicker of brilliance. For Eala, stepping onto that court was more than another match. It was an arrival. The Filipina prodigy had long been heralded as one of Southeast Asia's brightest tennis hopes, a junior Grand Slam champion who had trained tirelessly to bridge the daunting gap between potential and proof. Across the net, Paolini radiated the quiet confidence of a seasoned competitor. She moved with the familiarity of someone who belonged in these moments. Her ground strokes were compact yet venomous, her footwork a blur of efficiency. The first few games unfolded as many expected. Paolini tested Eala's resolve with sharp angles and sudden changes of pace. The Italian shot skidded low, forcing Eala into defensive scrambles. The crowd leaned forward, sensing a lesson about to be taught. Instead, they witnessed a revolution of belief. The turning point. There is a subtle shift in matches that cannot be charted by statistics. It happens in the eyes first. A player begins to believe, not tentatively, but absolutely, that the moment belongs to her. Midway through the opening set, Eala found her rhythm. Her left-handed forehand, once cautious, began to unfurl with daring topspin. Each swing seemed to carry not just the weight of the ball, but the dreams of a nation that had rarely seen itself represented deep in global tennis narratives. She chased down shots that appeared unreachable, sliding across the court with controlled aggression. When Paolini attacked the net, Eala answered with passing shots that kissed the lines like whispered secrets. The crowd's murmur transformed into applause. Applause swelled into astonished cheers. Paolini, ever the fighter, adjusted. She increased her depth, probing Eala's backhand, seeking cracks. Yet the young Filipina absorbed the pressure. redirecting it with composure beyond her years. What had seemed like a mismatch began to resemble a duel of equals, and then something more. Courage under the lights. Sporting upsets are often described in cliches. David versus Goliath, giant killing, shock result. But those phrases flatten the intricate human layers beneath the scoreboard. Eala's performance was not merely about defeating a higher-ranked opponent. It was about refusing to be intimidated by reputation. It was about stepping into the arena with nothing but preparation and nerve as armor. Every time Paolini attempted to wrest back control, Eala answered with clarity. Her save, once considered a developing weapon, found its marks at critical junctures. She varied pace intelligently, mixing looping rallies with sudden accelerations down the line. When the first set slipped from Paolini's grasp, disbelief flickered across the stadium. Yet seasoned champions rarely surrender quietly. The second set intensified into a tactical chess match, rally stretching longer, each point demanding physical and mental endurance. Sweat glistened beneath the Dubai lights. Shoes squeaked. Breath grew heavier. And still, Eala did not flinch. The final games. As the match edged toward its conclusion, tension coiled around every spectator. Paolini fought with the desperation of someone unwilling to concede narrative control. She clawed back breaks, extended rallies, tested Eala's nerve in pressure-packed juice games. But the Filipina's composure held firm. On match point, the stadium seemed to inhale as one. Eala bounced the ball deliberately before serving. In that instant, time stretched thin. Years of training sessions, early mornings, and lonely travels condensed into a single toss of the ball. The rally that followed was fierce. Paolini refusing to yield, Eala refusing to retreat. When the final shot sailed beyond Paolini's reach and landed true, the stadium erupted. It was done. Eala had stunned Jasmine Paolini. Beyond the scoreboard, victories like this reverberate far beyond a single tournament bracket. For the Philippines, a nation passionate about sport yet underrepresented in global tennis headlines, Eala's triumph shimmered as possibility realized. Young players watching from Manila to Mindanao saw something shift. The improbable became tangible. The distance between local courts and international arenas shrank. For Paolini, the loss was not a diminishment but a reminder of tennis's unforgiving equality.